No, I gotta start off with a cold start. What is up, guys? So I'm gonna do a video on the drive modes. So technically there's 5 different drive modes, and right now I'm in Eco. So once you go into the drive modes button, it's gonna pop up like this, and then basically you click that drive mode button. And right now I'm in Eco, so the transmission shifts are gonna be a lot slower and easier for gas mileage, not as quick as your auto, especially sport or track. But paddle shifters I have off, and my tractions in street, suspensions in street, and steering's in sport. So Eco's basically, if you're trying to save gas, that's the best mode to be in. Now your default mode is technically just auto, so that's what auto looks like. And when you're in auto, you can still hear it. I mean, if I hit it, you can still hear it. It's not as quick as a shift as sport's going to be. So the different drive modes, you really just have to get used to them. But the next mode that's more aggressive is going to be your sport mode. So it goes to electronic stability control in sport, which it loosens up the traction a little bit so that you're quicker off the line, and it's just more aggressive driving. So transmission's a lot more aggressive in sport. You can hear the downshift. So like if I were to hit it, you can kind of hear it downshifting a little bit more aggressive. Paddle shifters are on if I want to use them and engage them, and then traction's in sport. So you feel the road more too, because the suspension tightens up in sport, and steering's tighter as well. So now the next mode that's crazier is going to be your track mode, and that's where literally it just got even bumpier. I can feel everything in the road. The steering's tight. Track mode is the most aggressive and the fastest mode, so it opens up the throttle all the way. Transmission is quicker, it holds the RPMs longer, and you can hear everything a lot louder. Track's fun. It's a whole new world from sport, but it is made technically for the track. See, that's what I love about track modes, those downshifts, so you can kind of hear them. But my favorite mode to drive in is going to be my custom mode. So custom, I've set up personally how I prefer to drive, which is transmission and track the most aggressive, so I can hear those downshifts. Paddle shifters, I don't mess with them. Traction, I like to have the most traction, so I put it in street. It's going to be your best traction right there. And then suspension, I don't like to feel it too much as far as the road and the bumps, so sport. And then steering, I like to have it tight. So that's my official mode right there. And then we'll get some video of me kind of going through the tunnel so you guys can hear what everything sounds like. Oh yeah, and then you of course have the valet mode. So valet mode is something that you can put it into if you're giving your keys to, of course, like a valet, and that basically limits them to a certain horsepower. It doesn't let them go all the way into track mode and all that. So that's a good mode to have. But there is a security update as well that Dodge came out with that you can do. It's not, you know, mandatory, but that's my mode right there. So another cool trick, so once you start it and you're in auto, to get into custom, what you can do is you can hit the drive mode button twice, and it goes into your custom mode. And that's something you can do mid drive. So this is custom. This is my favorite mode. You can hear everything, holds those RPMs. We'll go through a tunnel so you guys can hear what it sounds like in the tunnel as well. Alright guys, so I'm in custom mode, and I'm going to show you guys why this is like my favorite mode really quick. It just sounds so good. And that is why I love custom. So like custom holds the shifts longer, and right there, that downshift sounds so good. Alright guys, so this is another reason why I love custom. Oh, it sounds so good. Yeah guys, so that's pretty much it. You got your different drive modes. Whenever you start the vehicle up, you're going to be in auto, and my advice to you would just be to play with it, you know, because auto, obviously you're going to get the best gas mileage. Now that's 15.4. Some people get better, some people get less. So really, for me, I just messed with auto for about a month before I discovered, you know, the sport mode. Sport's cool, you know, but you just have to play with it, see what you like. And the track is a whole another world. It's literally super bumpy in track, but everything about it is way faster. You got custom, which is something that you can set up. You know, once you set up custom, based on how you like to drive. You just have to play with it. I've changed custom about 2 or 3 times before I actually got comfortable with my setup. So, and then of course, if you ever given it to a guy to park your car, hit that valet mode too. So